Alright guys, I looked on the internet and I got this Mercury 4-stroke 20 horse EFI, and I could not find a video to show me how to take off this thing right here. I got well, this is off of Amazon. Yeah, I got an ignition coil, and everyone shows the easy peasy ones that are like way up here and different areas. But on this one, here's the ignition coil that's down in here. So I kind of pre-loosened some of the stuff. Like you got your spark plug boots right in there. So I'm loosening that. And this is your fuel filter. You just got these two tabs that you can just kind of wiggle it off just to make some room. And these, I was trying to figure out, like, how is this held on? It's got to be going this way or something, some bolts. But kind of started looking closer, these end up being like little caps. So if I pull this a little farther back, the casing, and pry this and push the back end down, this little cap comes off. That way you guys can see that this is part of sealed. There's a cap right here, so let me put this over here so it don't get lost. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you see this? That actually happens to be an air tag, because I like to keep track of my stuff and never know. Motor is usually the most valuable thing on the actual boat, because I just got a little John boat here. Oh, my little cap fell down here. I'll fish it out later, just for the sake of the vid. And this is a 10mm from what it looks like. Just double check here. Could be 9, but let's go with a 10. Yeah, there we go. Oh, looks like it's got a little washer here, so looks like I'm gonna have to be careful to not drop this washer. Try to push it farther back on the screw, so that when this thing comes loose, it won't fall off. Wow, this just happens. You know what? It doesn't look like it'll come out, but I can tell it's from the feel of it that it's loosened all the way. So I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to loosen this all the way, and the whole coil will just be loose. So that means that I'm gonna have to put the screws back on the new coil. So get that out. The whole thing's gonna slide off. So at the same time, I gotta worry about whether these screws gonna fall off. They just make it exact. I'm actually pulling on the outside case just to make that little extra room, but there she be. She's loose. Totally forgot. I had pre-cut this little wires in. Oh, and these look like they're one piece, but one end, I believe this one has got this little rubber that almost makes it look, but this one's on the other end, the opposite end. So yeah, anyhow, just keep your screws attached to this thing so the little washer doesn't fall out. And I forgot, you got these, gotta fish out this boot. The bottom boot is what's down in here. So this one right here. And I think, oops, I didn't show it, but by the way, I got my trusty dog here, my fishing dog. This was attached to the bottom here. I totally forgot to disconnect that. But there's the coil, 10mm, and these are little rubber boots. So where's that other one? The other one, oh, here it is, that one. Careful not to knock it all the way back in there. There we go. Looks a little different. This brand is an NGK. So this one's the NGK. This is this aftermarket one. Let's transfer everything over here. Comes with some spark plugs, but oh, by the way, the reason I knew that my thing was bad was because I believe it's this coil. You know what? So I don't know if you guys can tell, but this spark plug wire is pretty flimsy. It's got its little rubber consistency, and now I can tell why this one went bad. This thing is hard as a rock. I mean, the end here it moves, but not this part. This is probably probably crack. I can feel real stiff inside here. But yeah, anyhow, but I was moving this wire around, and my idle got fixed. This thing just stopped. All of a sudden it was hesitating, so I knew right away it was misfiring. But yeah, so, and then when I moved this wire around, then it fixed itself. So I just knew that I needed a new coil. So gotta remember to run this boot down underneath that. It's so weird, it comes with these little, I have no clue what those things are for, but I'll just leave them on. Probably just go ahead and plug these in this thing. The boots are a little different, but it'll work. Just gotta make sure you push this all the way on there. Yeah, there you go. I was thinking it should click, but I didn't feel no click. I was test fitting it earlier with spark plugs outside of this thing, but I may not show the total end of this video, but I was just trying to make a real quick video because for a while I was just puzzled. I was like, where are the screws for this thing? And everyone's showing me all these easy coils that everybody replaces, but not one person that I saw on YouTube was even showing anything about these coils. So, but I figured it out. It was just those boots, little rubber boots. The rest of them have rubber boots in different areas, but you know, I'm just trying to start it with my fingertips here. I think I feel it starting to grab. Push this little, try to get this thing flush. And the other one, I'm gonna have to pry this, pull this back. Who knows? It might be a good idea to maybe put something in between here to kind of pry the casing here back, just to give you that little extra couple millimeters. That'll make a pretty big difference. Maybe I'll wedge the screwdriver right in there just a little bit, and that'll help out. There we go. It's always a good idea to start it with your fingers first. Any bolt is good to start with your fingers first before you just take a ratchet or anything to it, because if not, if it doesn't start with your fingertips, then you'll end up stripping the thing out. That's how a lot of people strip bolts. So, but yeah, this one's going in pretty good. Let's cut that one tight. Anyhow, I'll tighten those in a bit, and I'll just plug all this stuff back together. Back in there. Anyhow, I hope you guys like this little tutorial. This is my first little tutorial vid. I might try to debate on making more. I just wanted to make this one because there's nothing on YouTube for this Mercury 20 horsepower 4-stroke EFI. There we go. Try to make more vids. Alright, I'm going to end the vid because the rest is self-explanatory. The rest is just popping this back in and yada yada. So.